Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your kind words of introduction. My greetings to all the members of the Academy, the ambassadors and other diplomatic representatives here, and to the visitors to the Academy. It's my honor and duty to bring you the greetings of Cardinal Parolin, the Secretary of State, who is accompanying the Holy Father in his visit to Egypt in these days. I also feel that I'm the representative of the bureaucracy with which you seem to have had some difficulties. I assure you that the bureaucracy, if slow, is always well intended, but it is slow at times, we must recognize. I entirely agree with the remarks of Professor Archer at the beginning of the meeting this morning. The theme that you are to consider in these days does indeed seem very timely. It strikes me that it coincides with many, if you say so, parallel narratives, whether it's a participatory inclusive church, which the Holy Father has been promoting since the beginning of the Pontificate, or whether it's the sort of nobody must be left behind of the UN speak at this time and the intentions of the SDGs, etc. But also in consideration of the present world situation, which is dramatic, to say the least. It strikes me that setting your objective as a participatory society is opportune, because perhaps a large part of what we find ourselves in today is a result of a non-participatory society, a society in which people have either been obstructed in their political and social participation, or in which, perhaps almost as serious, they have chosen not to participate, which I think has been one of the great malaises of Western society in recent decades, where perhaps a high level of well-being and economic and social and political security has led people into a situation of taking for granted so many of the characteristics of our traditional Western society. And when it begins to unravel in a serious way, people begin to ask the question, why? And part of the answer is it has been the political apathy of many in many of our countries, and many possibly the countries represented here this morning. It is quite worrying, the low level of participation in national and domestic politics. It's worrying the lack of commitment to political parties. It's worrying the lack of involvement in trade unions and things like this. And all of these factors, I think, have led to a non-participatory society, and one in which we obviously stand very much in need at this time. And so I very much commend your discussions and have great pleasure in greeting the Academy on this occasion in the name of the Holy See, and assuring you of our support and of our desire to work very closely with the Academy and to draw on the results of your deliberations, and also in the efforts that we're making at a political level here in our assistance that we give to the Holy Father. So thank you very much. My best wishes for your meeting.